start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Stand if you're able, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the roll call, starting on my right.
Councilperson Josh Aaron.
Councilperson Brent Byer.
Mayor Jimmy John King.
Councilperson Craig Anderson.
Councilperson Jeremiah Elgin.
We looking for approval of tonight's agenda. Any
So moved.
Nothing from here. We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second? We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. We're looking for approval of the regular meeting minutes of June 14th, 2022.
I'll make the motion to approve.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second that.
Questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will also carry. That takes us to finance and budget. You have the accounts payable there with the additional accounts listing. If there's any questions, ask Finance Director Carla.
Where are we at on the budget for like the ash borer? We have so much.
We have, well, we've got that in, we have, hold on, I'll get there. We have money that then, if we don't use on a year-to-year basis, it kind of goes into all of that. So we do, it's not like, that may look like it's over budget on that portion of it, but then we have reserves that we can use to get into.
Any other questions or discussion on finance and budget?
I'll make a motion to approve the budget for finance for the 2 weeks.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will also carry. We'll take us on to motions of general business. The first item under motions of general business tonight is the equipment agreement with Homestead County. Please find the annual equipment agreement submitted by Homestead County. This agreement covers equipment and operator if the city would need to use them. This year we saw an increase in each line item, which was to be expected. Public Works Director Hale is recommending approval of the contract. You see the entire contract is listed in there and it pertains to. John, do you find the increases to be agreeable?
Like standard, like we kind of figured,
Okay.
Do you have to use it that often?
we've never,
Okay.
but it's just nice for a backup
Yeah.
in case you ever do.
I have the agreement in place, so if we need it, we got it. I would like to make a motion to approve. We have a motion to approve the agreement as submitted. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That won't carry. Next item will be ordinance codification, approval of the updates. The 8th revision and codification of ordinances has been completed. These include ordinances that have been adopted since 2018. The codification changes include Chapter 2, there's administration and operations. Chapter 3, license and regulations. Chapter 4, alcoholic beverages. Chapter 6, nuisances. Chapter 7, traffic and vehicles. Chapter 8 is building and housing. Chapter 11, utilities. Appendix B, franchises. Should we go ahead through all of our ordinances? And if you have any questions, you can ask. City Clerk Cheryl, Bill, for their answers. Otherwise, we're looking for approval of ordinance 2022- an ordinance adopting revision and codification of ordinance to be known as the Stewartville City Code.
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Do we have any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That will carry. That'll take us on to the next item, which is from the Public Works. It's an approval of Toro mower purchase. Due to the issues Public Works has been having with the 2016 Jacobson wide area mower for the past 2 years, Director Hale is seeking approval to replace his mower with a Toro 5900 wide area mower. The Jacobson was due to replace in 2023, and this will fit within our CEP plan for payment of the Toro in 2023. Attached is the quote on the Toro, which is $116,714.52, and that is state contract pricing. Director Hale will be working with MTI Distributing in regards to the trade-in of the Jacobson. So the council action requested tonight is to approve the purchase of the Toro 5900.
How good are your eyes, Sean? Does that look like pretty close to what you're getting?
Yeah.
I had to look it up when I was like, why didn't they put a picture here? It's 116,000, I about fell over. So when I read it, I'm just thinking lawnmower, it's, holy cow.
Bottom line is, we bought that Jacobson in 2016, we've had nothing but trouble with it. They've been horrible for responding. For the last 2 years, we basically have not been able to use it. We put parts, they keep throwing things, I get frustrated with them, because they said, I'm not putting a fuel pump in. You should be able to test it and tell me the fuel pump's bad. Well, no, you need to put it, so we put a fuel pump in, wasn't it? So we still have not been able to use it yet. Last week, I called to check to see how it's coming. Well, we haven't looked at it yet. We've got other service calls. I said, isn't this a service call? We've been not without it for 2 years. The guy said, you haven't been without it for 2 years. Yeah, we have. I'm just at the end. I don't know what else to do. I'd never buy another Jacobson. I'm tired of their are
you gonna ever ask to drive this?
Yeah.
It looks like it'd be pretty fun to
Well, we
drive.
used to have the bigger Toros. And the guys, those are a lot nicer. It's $8,000 more for the Toro than the Jacobson. We pull it off the state bid, but I didn't even want to pull the price up and give you guys a Jacobson because I'm so frustrated.
And you can mow at 10.8 miles per hour in this thing. That's pretty cool.
That's
So I'm taking your for it.
16
It's
foot,
gotta be done.
Gets to drive it.
16 foot.
16 foot. And if you guys remember, we did get the one John Deere last year, and thank God we did, because that's the only thing that's kept us afloat this year. But that one's it's an 11 foot, and it's a lot rougher. It's got smaller wheelbase, smaller wheels. It's so rough that the guys wanted to stick with, because we were looking at getting 2 of them. And they do want to keep one big, the 16 footers, because they're just a lot smoother riding machine. And I don't think if we only had a John Deere, I don't think Greg Newbar would be here. Because he goes, this thing's so rough, it's just hard on me all day riding on that thing.
Carla, you agree with what he says about how to fit into the CIP plan for payment of the Toro in 2023?
Yes, I do. We've gone through and looked at, and we have adjusted, and we're gonna go back through and look at it more. But the nice thing that we have going within the capital plan is we have enough money kind of going through, and then there are things that we might be planning for that can get pushed out, so we can absolutely keep it within the plan.
We may have to push something else out. I mean, we're gonna stay within our CEP plan all the time. We may have to push something out. Everyone feels this is like a priority to do something with this, and I'm pushing it through right now because in order for us to even get it, we won't get it by the beginning of next year. So I gotta get an order in on it to even hold it, and again, it's like the pickups. If it comes back in, we do have a price on this, but we can cancel it anytime. But for me to hold it to get the plan for next year, we gotta do something with it. And he said I'd get going soon because there probably will be a price change.
I could mow my whole yard in 2 swipes with that thing. I'll make a motion to approve. This intrigues me way more than the wastewater treatment facility.
We have a motion to approve, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second, is there any other discussion or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. That takes us out of general business, the mayor, staff, consultant reports. Mayor's report for tonight. Of course, we know the 4th of July is coming right up. But we'd also, as a city, like to send our sympathies to the families of Evelyn Sykes and Nick Reinhardt's. The Mayo Clinic Blood Donor Program is holding a Stewartville Community Blood Drive, and the program needs more donors. You must call 507-284-4475 to donate. The blood drive will be held on Tuesday, July 5th at the Riverview Greens Banquet Hall. We'd like to send a very big thank you out to the Stewartville Alumni Association for the donations of $1,807.74 given to the Stewartville Historical Society, and for $2,500 to the public library, which will be used in funding to pay for large print books. The generosity is greatly appreciated. The loss of the Stewartville Alumni Association will be greatly disappointing to a lot of us, but it turned into a large amount of work and we couldn't get people to do it anymore. That was the general all class reunions, whenever we had them, from 1900 on up, 1902 till today. But for years, they did a great job, and we're very blessed from their generosity, and we appreciate that. I'd also like to take this opportunity as mayor to personally thank our Chamber of Commerce, and the Stewartville firefighters, and all the volunteers who work so hard for making the 4th of July the wonderful time it is for an enjoyment and a celebration that community-wide, actually southeast Minnesota-wide, we draw people in from all over. There'll be thousands of people again in town this year for the parade. Heard nothing but good things. Everybody's excited about the old route being the way it is again now, back to where it was. They're all waiting for that. Our residents enjoy this, but with your help as a community, we will open our doors to many, many visitors who also enjoy our festivities. It'll be a great time. I've heard a lot of people can't wait to come back out to the amphitheater. They really enjoyed it last year. They're ready for it again this year. So, in a small way, all we can do is say thank you from this table to all the volunteers. They're going above and beyond to make Stewartville and Summerfest the success it always is. And it's always has been and always will be the volunteers in this community that make this community such a success and such a great place to be. So with that, I wish everybody a happy 4th. I hope you can all be here. If you can't, you'll be here in spirit. But
I think we should reschedule that blood drive. Like how smart is it to take blood the day after 4th of July?
I'm not in charge of that. That's Mayo Clinic's deal there.
Might be the happiest blood you receive.
Yes. So, that will take us to the city administrator's report, Bill.
I'll help the cause. No official report tonight.
All right. Any questions for Bill once we got it? All right.
Sean's department and city staff here, we've been working with the chamber, so it looks like everything should be a go for the Summerfest.
That's probably something I forgot to thank. The Public Works does a tremendous amount to make this celebration the success it is. We're happy that they do it for us too, so thank you. Finance Director Carlos?
I officially started working on the 2023 budget today, so please let me know if you've got things in your pocket that you would like looked at within the budget, and just gonna keep moving forward.
Any questions for Finance Director? All right, thank you, Carla. Public Works Director Sean?
I had a report in there for you. Also, we have a property I just want to fill you guys in on that was part of the 2015 CIP, 3rd Avenue Southeast. And the homeowner, we worked with him, his driveway settled, it was all uneven a little bit. He let us grind and do some things, trying not to go to that next step to have to repair it. It settled more again this year. It's 709 3rd Avenue Southeast. And Jen and I went up and looked at it. While it's not terrible, it is, he's correct, it did settle and it's uneven. He catches with a snowblower, and it's, so my opinion is, he did work with us and allowed us to try and grind it and get by, which a lot of people wouldn't have. So we've tried everything and it settled more. My opinion is we just go ahead and replace those 2 panels of his driveway. But I wanted you guys to be aware of it ahead of time, in case you want to drive by and look at it before we do something with it, but.
Obviously, it's past warranty.
Yeah, it's gonna be our expense.
It's past warranty.
It's not warranty, it'll be city expense.
City expense.
We've already done it once under warranty, or not?
Never replaced it once under warranty, he let us grind it, but that was even after the warranty.
That was after warranty too, so the settlement was occurring after the warranty period had expired.
And it does continue to settle, so what we would have to do is pull it out and make sure we get compaction with it. It's probably just gonna, at some point it'll bottom out, but when? Are you guys?
You need a motion for that?
No, just, well, if you guys are just giving you a heads up if you wanna look at it or you question it, but,
Jeremiah?
No, I don't.
Great.
Not at all. We've already tried all the fixes if it's our fault.
Brent?
No problems with it.
Raj?
No problems. Take your word for it.
All right, thanks, Sean. Thanks for the heads up. You too, Jen. Any other questions for Sean?
Oh, did the pump come in time or not?
the pump will be here tomorrow.
And then how long does that take you guys to set it up?
So we're gonna, it might be Friday morning before it's up and running.
That's all right though. That's cool.
But we're gonna try.
Good.
So he said it'd be in tomorrow. Everything's just the supply chain on everything. I'm surprised actually we're getting it tomorrow. And it isn't here yet, but.
Well, I was gonna say, don't believe it until it's actually in your hands.
All right, any other questions for Public Works Director? Thanks, Sean, everybody's doing a great job, it's looking good. Tell them all thanks a lot. Hope they all have good for us. Thanks for their help on that too. City Engineer, Jenna?
We did have a pre-construction meeting today for the alleyway back here. Alcor is looking to start approximately August 15th. Could be earlier depending on their situations in other places, but it will be right now it's looking like it's at the end of August and completed by the date of completion, so which is mid-October.
Any other questions for the engineer? Anything else for us now?
Not at this time.
Thank you. Hope you have a good for us too.
Thanks.
Now, this is the one, Nate, Library Director.
I'll try to be quick. I know, I feel like we're on a clock. Today's a big day for me. I've been 18 years as a library director. This is the first time I've ever done story time and a city council meeting the same night. And, you know, it's all public speaking.
You wanna really make your 18 years something, why don't you do story time at the city council meeting?
If you're ready to do the hammer song, that might be what I said.
I figured out why there's no spotted collar in the back seat.
Mystery solved. We are having an incredibly busy summer. Things are going really well. There have been a few hiccups with personnel and equipment, but otherwise we're just rocking and rolling.
What happened with the gal that left?
She got a full-time position at the Austin Public Library.
So it's a step up for her.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Alright.
And I was curious too, how do we get a replacement copier so fast?
I called and
Just given the way, like John said, the way everything is, I can't believe you had anything that would work, that would be around or.
yeah, brand new model. So yeah, I was really thrilled with that too, and yeah, we got it installed within a week and a half.
Wow,
So
that's good.
yeah, I just couldn't believe how much we've come to rely on a copier.
Well, now this one's obviously a step up too,
Yep.
correct? Good.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Brad must have pulled a few strings for you on that.
I'm sure.
Alright, any other questions for Nate? If not, thank you, Nate, we have a good force for you too. Fire chief, no pool director. Community Commission Board reports, Chamber of Commerce. You've got that Summerfest schedule right there in front of you, and boy, it's a jam-packed schedule. There's a lot going on. Get to as much and all of it as you can, everybody. EDA, HRA,
Nothing till next month?
Finance,
Nothing,
Library,
nothing.
Park Board,
Minutes are in there, otherwise nothing.
Personnel,
Probably have to meet with Nate next month to figure out your staffing situation, I presume.
Planning and Zoning,
We meet next week.
next week, good for you guys. Public Safety. Must be safe, no report. Public Works,
No report.
ready?
They just had a meeting today, so we'll be getting those minutes to you.
Roll call.
That meeting was canceled this month.
Transit Advisory Committee, none. Communications, nothing in the packet this week. Open mic. Laura, you wanna use the open mic? All right, I guess that leads us to the last.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn, please.
We have a motion to adjourn, do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Do we do it?
We're adjourned. No.
What was the record? It's 17 the
I
record?
think 17 was the record.
13's record. God, we're so close. I thought